Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. So today we're going to be going over my favorites from November. I don't really get to do favorite videos a lot because there aren't a lot of like new products that I try out, though I feel like I have enough of a plethora of product to talk about right now to show you guys like what I have really been loving on, what I've really been using a lot of, and let's just dive right on into this video. The first favorite of mine, this was actually a new release. It is the Juvia's Place Wahala 2 palette, and it is a very colorful palette. And this retails for $38. You can buy it on Ulta Beauty, you can buy it on Juvia's Place. This is a very colorful, vibrant palette. It has some mattes, shimmers, glitters, and it has a multi-chrome. I'm not going to lie when I say that the multi-chrome, which is this color over here called Fake, that is probably the ultimate reason why I bought this eyeshadow palette. Not to mention, I really like the blue turquoisey color scheme that is going on in this palette. Then there's a couple of like neutral shades, but other than that, like this cool tone section is like primarily what is this palette. And I love it. I'm all for it. And I have mostly played with the multi-chrome and used eyeshadows that go with that multi-chrome because it goes from like a pink to a green to a purpley shift depending on how you use it. And when I use that multi-chrome, I really like to use an e.l.f. matte putty primer, and it is the eye primer. This is the white base one, and I like to use it because I feel like it gives the multi-chrome a little bit more pop. Actually, it gives any kind of eyeshadow, colorful eyeshadow, that like pop to it. So I have been using that, and this is my second favorite to mention of the month, and it is obviously the white eye putty primer from e.l.f. in combination with the Wahala palette. Very, very good and makes the colors pop. So if you're one who loves colorful eyeshadow, definitely pick up this one. I think it's like a $4 eyeshadow primer. If you guys don't want the white cast one, they do make a skin tone one like this, which is the other one that I have been using, and it is also the same price, so you can pick up one of those. Works really, really well with colorful eyeshadows. One thing to always note with the Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes is that they are very pigmented, easy to build, and you will not have any problems with them. This does have some of those pressed glitters in it. I did use some of the pressed glitters, not ones with like the bigger milled glitter, but some of the smaller ones, like the orange one in here I did use, and they are like kind of like a gel consistency. It's kind of hard to like explain, but this is what it looks like. That's the glitter from the Wahala palette. So keep in mind you might need some glitter glue for that one if it doesn't stick on your eye, but that's not the highlight of the palette. The highlight is like the multi-chrome, the really beautiful like blue tones. I don't really like glitter that much. There aren't very many glitter shades in here. 4-ish glitter shades, and then there's a whole bunch of foil shades in here. So it's not like there's a whole bunch of like really big glitter shades in here. So another favorite of mine, which is like a huge surprise to me. I mean, it really shouldn't be a surprise to me, but it is a surprise to me. That is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Foundation. I featured this in a video at the end of November, and it was the, actually I think it aired on December 1st. So technically it aired the first day of this month, but it's still a favorite because I actually filmed that like, you know, a couple weeks back. So this is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Foundation. It is a very full coverage foundation, and it actually has 2 ways of applying it. So one is with a pump, and then if you unscrew it, it actually has a doe foot applicator where you can use it as more of a concealer, which I really like the like implementation of that. So like if you really like this foundation as your foundation, you can use it to spot correct on days when you want to do one of those like no makeup days, or you can buy a lighter shade of this color, or you can buy a lighter shade of this foundation and you can use it as a actual concealer, like a brightening concealer. So I think that's really good. It is like a $36 foundation. You can find it at Ulta and on Pure. Usually Ulta has like a deal the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie. I actually found it out from RawBeautyKristi and Rach Loves, and they did not lie when they said that it was really good. It's very good. Lips. I always forget lips on my channel. That is something that it slips my mind. Either I put on like a balm or a like it's not a lipstick, it's like a lip balm or a tinted lip balm. I never put on like legit lip products. And it's probably because my lips are always kind of like dry anyway, and I'm looking for something to moisturize them. And they're really tiny, so it's hard to put lipstick on my lips. So usually I tend to go more toward a neutral lipstick. The lipstick that I wanted to show you guys, it is an Ulta Beauty lipstick. It's called Barely There. I actually got this in one of those like free beauty bags from Ulta when you bought $20 worth of product, and I ended up buying candles from Ulta Beauty, and I got free makeup, so make sure you guys keep an eye on that. But anyway, so this is the color here. It's a very neutral shade, and it is very creamy and very moisturizing on my lips. Like I use this so much. This is my new favorite lipstick shade, and the Ulta Beauty brand is cruelty-free, which is another thing that I like to use more than anything else on my channel, is mostly cruelty-free. And then on top of that lipstick color, I really love to add in this Luxe lip gloss. It is called Glacier, and this is from the RawBeautyKristi collaboration with Colourpop, and I love this lip gloss. Like, it is so pretty. It can be paired on its own, or you can pair it with something, or you can wear it on its own. It just adds a little bit of luster, shine. It does have like glitter in it, as you guys can see right here. It smells like citrusy. So it has that shine in it. It has the glitter in it. But like when you put it on your lips, it's really moisturizing and makes them look wet and like dewy, and it doesn't look like it looks glossy, but not glossy. Like, to me, it just looks wet. Like, my lips are hydrated and pretty and soft and like feminine. Then also out of the RawBeautyKristi collaboration, there are two Super Shock shadows that are like my absolute favorite out of this collection. I love them more than the other two. There were 4 Super Shock shadows in total with this collection, but there's 2 that I just absolutely love because I love them as eyeshadow toppers or as one and done shades. So the first one is Mycellum. Mycellum has more of like a bronzy goldeny undertone in it. So the thing with these Super Shock shades is that they are a very wet formula, but this one in particular, if you use it as an eyeshadow topper, it makes your eyeshadow look wet and like glossy and like sparkly. There's actually only one eyeshadow, single shadow that I know of that does this, and it's a, what is it? It's a single shadow from Urban Decay, and it is called Moon Dust, and I've seen Kelly Gooch mention it a whole bunch of times. Now, when she mentioned that shade, it was before I had tried this shade, and she featured it in her favorites video for the month of November, and I was like, that formula, the way it looks on your eye, is so similar to Mycellum, and then the other one is Olympic from the same collection. Like, it's so similar to these two, Mycellum, Olympic. They both have the same effect that the Moon Dust shadow has from Urban Decay, where it is like a really great eyeshadow topper and makes your eyeshadow look wet. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like a perfect eyeshadow topper. It has the perfect amount of glitter in it, the perfect amount of topping for your eyeshadow where it doesn't like bear it down, but it makes it look reflective and pretty. So it adds dimension to your eyeshadow. And because it's more of that like neutral undertone to it, instead of it having like a reflect in it of like green, or I mean, these two have kind of like a champagne reflect in them, but it doesn't have like a purple reflect or a green reflect or a red reflect. It's just very neutral in the way that they reflect, frosting on your eyeshadow look. These ones retail for $7 each, and the Urban Decay one that Kelly Gooch mentioned, that one is like a $30 single shadow. So normally I don't use eyelash curlers ever, and I actually have been using this one since I bought it for doing a friend's makeup for her wedding, because I couldn't find my eyelash curlers like anywhere, and I was like, I need a new one, like I gotta find it. So this is actually a Revlon eyelash curler, and I love the way that this is made. Like, It has little grips on it when you put your fingers through, which a lot of ones don't have that anymore. And then, so it makes it really easy to clamp on. And then it also has obviously the sponge here, which makes it really easy to curl your lashes. But the thing that I just love about this the most is the grippies. These grippy things right here. They are amazing. It makes it so much easier to curl my lashes. And you can get this from Revlon. I think it's like a $7 or $8 eyelash curler, and it is so good. Oh, I forgot to pull some things out for this video. They're actually in the bathroom. So I'll just put a little bit of a picture somewhere beside my face. The next one is a KKW Skin. It's a face cleanser. And it is a foaming face cleanser, and you pump it into your hand and then you put it on your face. And usually, like, I have never used a KKW product before, but I got this one from BoxyCharm, and so it came with my Boxy, and I was like, okay, let's try this. And I tried it and I loved it because of the way that it makes my skin feel. It makes my skin feel clean, but it doesn't feel like the soap has like stripped away all of the moisture in my face, if that makes sense. Like, it's supposed to clean your face and supposed to get rid of those like nasty oils and like everything that's on the surface of your skin. But I feel like a lot of those like face cleansers, they also suck the moisture out of the layers of your skin, and this one doesn't do that. So it really cleans my skin very, very nicely, and then it leaves it feeling moisturized and not like super dried out at the end. Like, it's just so good. So it's a KKW foaming face cleanser. I can't remember the actual name, so I'll put something down here to show you guys. But that's what it is. It is a favorite of mine. I think it retails for like $30 something, and it's a little bit pricey, but at the same time, like, I don't get that feeling that my skin obviously is like super dry and like I don't feel like a raisin after I use it. But regardless of if I feel like a raisin or not, after I wash my face, I always use a moisturizer. And I actually got this for a friend. It was the same friend that I got the eyelash curler from, actually, I was doing her wedding makeup for her as a favor to her. And so she was like, well, my skin is really dry, because the foundation I was using, it was just like soaking into her skin because her skin was so dry. So I bought a moisturizer to prep before prep on her face, and it is actually from The Ordinary. So it is the Natural Moisturizing Factors plus HA. So it's a surface hydration formula, and this is like a $10 hydrating formula. The Ordinary has some amazing skincare products. It is white, and I actually put this on my hands too, and it makes my hands feel very hydrated because they get really dry in the wintertime with all of the washing that I do. And then also with the, you know, it's just winter, your skin gets dry. So it makes your skin feel very moisturized. I do notice a difference in the actual buoyancy of my skin, where it is, if it's more moisturized, it's more accepting of makeup. It doesn't like soak it all in. It doesn't look patchy, and having a really great like moisturizing routine, like face wash, moisturizing serum routine, is also what is key to having some really great long lasting makeup. Another skincare favorite of mine, and I got this one in a BoxyCharm as well. It is a Micellar Magic Water, and this one is from Tarte. I think it's like a $16 Micellar water. I don't remember. All I remember is that it was a very reasonable price for something that's Tarte, and it has a pump here, so you put a cotton pad on it and then you use the pump. You can use this as a makeup remover. You can use it as a, what would you call it, like in the morning when you wake up, you can use it and run it all over your face, and it gets like all the oils off of your face. You can use it as a makeup remover. You can use it as a step after you wash your face to remove more of the dirt and the oils that maybe your face cleanser didn't get. It's everything. It does say it is a no rinse micellar cleansing water, anytime, anywhere. Saturate a cotton pad to apply to the skin and go after a gym session, which that's a really good point. Or to remove that full face of makeup you worked so hard on. The baby cleanses without stripping your skin or making a mess of your skin or your sink. So yeah, you don't, this is when it says like you can use it after your trip to the gym. It is one of those things where like you can use it to cleanse your face when you're on the go, like at the gym, and you can just like wipe off your face with it, and it does remove those oils very, very nicely. And this Micellar Magic is so good. So it is a makeup remover and a cleanser. So you can use it as both. And I have used it as both, and it is very good. I love using it to, every once in a while, I'll use it to clean my brushes as well, because it's really good at cleaning some of the brushes that I have, especially if they're ones that I use a lot. I will actually like put a cotton pad on this and then I rub my brushes on it, and it also cleans that as well because it's able to remove the makeup like that. So overall, this is like a multi-purpose cleanser slash makeup remover, and I love it. Okay, so I have one more favorite that I have to mention for the month of November. We have here the Huda Beauty Gold Obsessions palettes. This one is a $27 palette, and it was a limited edition release with Cult Beauty, so you could only buy it on Cult Beauty. And I do have a full like could I dupe it video up on my channel to see if I could take some other shadows in my collection and dupe this eyeshadow palette. So go check out that video, and then also go check out the actual like unboxing of this eyeshadow palette when you do get to it with a full tutorial. We have 3 matte shades. The rest of them are a shimmer or a glitter or kind of like a wet eyeshadow formula, but they're not wet, but it looks wet. The packaging on this is absolutely stunning, and the first thing that pulled me into it, and I honestly thought that I could dupe this color story when I got it, and looking at it now, like, you cannot, like, some of the colors in here you can dupe, like the matte shades, very easily dupeable, but the actual like foil shades in here, especially these lighter ones, I don't know what it is, but I've never experienced a eyeshadow formula like that ever in my entire life. The way that it applies with a brush reminds me of a Super Shock shadow, but the texture, the way that it feels, it's not wet like a Super Shock shadow, and they apply best with your finger. So that's what I've been noticing, is that they apply really well with your finger, and it's almost like fool's gold. Like, I don't know how to explain the texture of those eyeshadows, and it's most of them. So like, it's a lot of these shades in here that you can't apply with a brush. You have to use your finger to be able to use them, which is really, it's very, not only is it interesting, but it's like kind of limiting, but it's also, it creates a really pretty like glowy, goldeny eyeshadow look. I'm actually wearing it today, and it creates a really pretty goldeny look. And like I said, these shades, like, it's so hard to explain how they are. Really like this Gold Obsessions palette. It is not in my next Shop My Stash rotation, but it is just, oh, it's so good. Like, I've been using it every single day since I got it. So there you guys have it, my favorites from November. If you guys want to see my next Shop My Stash rotation, go check that out up on my channel. Go check out the review of the Huda Beauty. Subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more. Like this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! Smells like toasted marshmallows. Gotta go make dinner. I like to feature a lot of duped videos on my channel where I take some eyeshadow palettes that are really popular that you possibly have in your collection and dupe them with other eyeshadow palettes that have just released, among other things like reviewing Colourpop and some indie brands, using indie brands. That is what we focus on here on this channel, as well as, you know, momhood, being a mom, doing your makeup as a mom, all that fun stuff, just hacks, tips, tricks. Yes, so if that is your jive, if that is your jam, if that is something that you really are interested in, subscribe to the channel right now.